Alright guys, here we are, North Lakes Resort Golf Club. Now, this video is about knowing your tendencies. I know what my tendencies are. Do you know what your tendencies are, Richard?
Yep.
Cool, that's good. Know your tendencies. So I'm going to run through my tendencies and I want everyone to comment below on what their tendencies are. This will ultimately help your golf game. If you don't know your tendencies, then you're probably up the creek. So I'm going to run through what my tendencies are, or what I feel like my tendencies are, through off the tee, pitching, all that sort of stuff. So let's rip in. Well, my tendency with all golf shots is to aim too far to the right. That's an issue that I've had forever and a day, and I tend to creep too far right, but that's just how it is. Do I play with it? Yes. Do I know it? Yes. But that's the way it is. My tendency with my 3-wood is to hit a block cut. I very rarely tend to hit, especially off a tee. That has finished right edge of the fairway, maybe even in the bunker to the right. But I hit it in the middle of the face, which is very, very nice. But I tend to always hit a bit of a block. And with my aiming to the right, it doesn't make it a good recipe. 3-wood off the deck, I tend to hit left.
Rightio, so here we are with the driver. Now, when I hit the bad ones, what I tend to do is get a bit too close to the ball, so I cramp myself, and that gives that whole squirting out to the right. I get sometimes where I try and steer the club rather than just letting it swing through. So that tends to happen when you get some tighter holes and you go, I really need to make the fairway, and like I said, instead of just relaxing and letting it go, you tend to try and steer it, and that gives me the big blocked high fade out to the right. And a bit like that.
Hybrid off the tee or hybrid off the deck, I tend to hit left. Low left. So for me, I understand what some of my clubs do, and that's what you need to find out, because if you don't know, then you're in a little bit of strife.
Rightio, so here we are now on the fairway. A bad shot here, got a nice open green. One of the tendencies I have is to get a little bit excited. I know that I don't appear to be that way, but it's very, especially when I'm driving the ball really well, I put the pressure on myself then to go, you don't want to stuff it up by missing the green. You've hit a great drive, so you tend to nearly try too hard rather than just relax and let it flow. You tend to be going, oh, there's nothing worse than to be in this spot and put it in a bunker, you know. So, and a lot of that stems from that then trying too hard. And beautiful.
All right, 8-iron in hand. My ball flight's quite flat. That's my tendency. I know it tends to be quite flat. So back in the wind, it doesn't affect it as much as we are now. Ball flight's reasonably flat. The wind doesn't touch it too much. My tendency when I'm trying to hit it high is what's going to happen now. So I've hit that really, really high. I've hit it a little bit heavy, and it floats a little bit more to the right. So the total distances between those two shots is absolutely bugger all. So my tendency when I try to hit it high, I catch it just behind the ball a little bit too much, and it tends to want to float a little bit high to the right. Very rarely I can hit a really high draw. My normal shape tends to be pretty flat, straight, pretty flat draw, something like that. So my tendency with my irons is a little bit too flat, maybe a little bit of a draw. When I try to hit it high, it goes high, moves right. I tend to, if anything, miss-hit it slightly heavy.
Well, there you go. So my tendency with the chipper is just chip it close, make your next putt nice and easy. Nothing worse than 2-putt. So there's a nice easy little 1-putt.
Right, my tendency on a pitch is to either flum it or hit it in reasonably flat. Like I struggle to flight it again or hit it a little bit higher. Almost a perfect example. A little bit heavy, a little bit flatter. But around the edge of the green, it doesn't worry me so much. As soon as I start getting back there a little bit, I mean, strike it much better like that, but my tendency is around here with a 58, the same as back there. I tend to struggle a little bit more from back there on a longer swing than I do just here. So guys, knowing your tendencies is always going to make you play better and understand where to maybe lay up to, or maybe you hit your 8-iron way left, or your hybrid hook, or whatever it is. You need to know your tendencies. Comment below on what your tendencies are.
Beautiful. So my tendencies is to hold every putt, and no, but in all seriousness, you know what, it does really help if you know what you do. I tend to cut my putts a little bit, so I do know that most of the time I need to aim a little bit to the right. You know what, you can live with that. I still hole a lot of putts.
Hold more than I do, mate.
Yeah, so, you know, but get out on the course, realise where your tendencies are, play some good golf. Thanks for watching. I hope that helps a bit.
But yeah,
there you go, mate.
Yep.
So,
in all seriousness, I mean, you do have a great short game. Everyone knows that your tendencies around the greens are very good. But guys, comment below on what your tendencies are, if you know them, if you don't know them. If you don't know them, go test them out.
yeah.
And then tell us if your golf gets any better.
Yep, it certainly, when you're under that little bit of pressure, it does. Like
Correct.
I said, yeah, you look at that iron shot, that's what I was saying. Do get a bit excited when I do hit a good drive, and probably try and push it too much. It's that trying to relax a little bit, soften your hands a little bit, and just let it swing through.
Big thing is, let it happen, guys. Let it happen big time.
Yep, without a doubt. And do you know what? You do a bad shot, well,
So be it.
yep.
There's always another one. Play the next one better.
Yep, one shot at a time.
Thanks for checking the video, guys. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Yep, beautiful.
Cheers. Bye.